Hello, welcome to John's Author Diary for the week ending May the 8th, 2022. I have had a mixed week. It's not been very good in terms of work, but I've done some fun things. So early this week on Monday, I went to Manchester to see the band Tool. Now, this is a band I've been a fan of for a long, long time, and I've never seen them live before, and now I have, and it was worth it. They were brilliant. I had such a great time. Went with a couple of mates. We went out for drinks, had food, watched a gig, stayed up far too late in the hotel, drinking more. So, really good time. And yeah, next day came back, traveling back on the train. So, that was a bit of a write off. Did a few admin things, but nothing in terms of writing. Wednesday, again, I just did a load of faffy stuff. I don't know, I was still tired from the gig, and I did an interview for a podcast. And then on Thursday, I started planning out a book with my son. So my son's 9. He said to me the other day that he wanted to do a story with me, a novel. So we've been coming up with ideas for that. And I have to say, he's coming up with a really cool premise for a kind of high fantasy story. I mean, it is very high fantasy. It's got dwarves and elves and goblins and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to writing this with my son. We've got a good premise. We've got a good kind of, what would you say, kind of a inciting incident, first act already kind of planned out. Got some ideas about the world building, about the characters. Still need some names for the characters, but we've got the basic gist, and we've got some kind of society stuff going on, and little things with the magic and stuff like that. So that is quite cool. I like that. So I'm hoping that will be a project that we do complete, because, it's kids, so we don't know whether they are actually going to finish stuff. But I think if we can do this together, I think that'll be quite cool to have in the future. So and then today we're on to Friday. I've been working on Trial of Thieves. So this is the second book in my Dawn of Assassins series, and yeah, I'm at that point. I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through now, and the stuff I'm working on is very messy. It is dictated, and it hasn't kind of translated very well. So there's a lot of things that I need to correct, a lot of things I need to work on just to get it up to a standard where I even know what's going on. There are some sentences where I read it and I almost have to play it in my head to try and work out what I was trying to say, what it kind of rhymes with, what the translator was trying to do. So I'm a bit disappointed with the software, to be honest. It's a piece of software called Dragon, and if you use it with the headset and you stand in front of a computer, it's fine. But whenever I've tried using a dictaphone or a phone or a microphone, something where I'm basically recording the file and then uploading it, it's just been terrible. So I don't know, like being away from the desk and walking around and having that kind of exercise element is definitely worth it. So I need to work out whether it is worth that extra time editing, extra time kind of cleaning up after the dictation. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I suppose there is value in just getting the story out of my head. So that is also important. So this weekend, I am going to see my family in the Midlands. So we're going out for a meal. Why are you going out for a meal? Well, this is actually the last author diary that I'm going to be recording as a man in his 30s. So yeah, next week is my 40th birthday. Now, I don't feel 40. I don't know what that means to feel 40. But I think when I was very young, I used to think of 40-year-olds and think, 40-year-olds are well old. Maybe they are. Maybe I am. But now I don't feel 40. I don't feel much different to being in my mid-20s, to be honest. Except my shoulder hurts a bit more than it used to. But apart from that, and my eyesight's screwed. But that was going to happen anyway. So yeah, 40. I don't know what to make of it. I mean, it's another trip around the sun. It's kind of arbitrary. Don't really care. But other people do. And I suppose it is a bit of a milestone, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. Who knows? We shall see. So next week then, got birthday stuff. I don't know what that's going to entail. I'm going to try and get work done. I'm going to try and work on Trial of Thieves. That is my priority at the moment. just want to get as much of that finished as I can. I don't think I'll get the book done by the end of the month. I was hoping to, because I've got a trip to Madrid at the end of the month, well, at the start of June, which is for the 20 Books conference. So I'm really looking forward to that, but I just need to get as much of this done as possible. I'd like to have it done by then, but obviously we've got half-term holiday and a few other things in between, and yeah, birthday stuff, so that should be fun. And Eurovision, yeah, that should be good. Got some friends coming up for that, so loads of things to look forward to. Exciting times, and yeah, the what's the word? Mortality, whatever it is, the creeping, creeping middle age. Maybe I need to have some kind of midlife crisis, and I don't know, just give up and start writing fantasy or something like that. Right, I will leave it there. So until next time, cheerio.